Hey.
Hi. Whoa.
Ooh, hi. Hi, I'm Jamie.
Hi, I'm Blake.
And we're Blamey.
Yes, we are. I guess so. I don't know. Okay, let's start that again. Ready? Go.
Right. Hey, I'm Jamie.
Hi, I'm Blake.
And we're Blamey.
I guess so. Today we're doing a mid-book review.
Yeah,
Yay!
another mid-book review.
So we read a lot, I guess, is the full disclosure here. And we're in the middle of a few books. And we like doing these reviews part of the way through just to share how we're feeling part of the way through these books. Because too often you get the review at the very end, which is the complete experience, but sometimes the middle of the book matters, and you want to know how you feel while reading it, and that's what we're sharing. So, what do you got first for us? The only physical book that we have right now for this
Crooked
video.
Kingdom by Lee Bardugo. This is the second, and I think final, except for Goodreads confuses me. Goodreads says there might be a third, so I'm unconfirmed third. I don't know. Of Six of Crows. So Six of Crows is the first. Crooked Kingdom's the second.
Mm-hmm.
And I am loving it. It's, I'd say, better than the first one just because I know the characters and I trust the characters. Also, like, the characters I didn't like in the first one, they kind of all redeemed themselves and I like them in the second one. I still like the magic. I like the relationships. I like the world.
So, here's my question.
Yeah.
Because Six of Crows, we just agreed on this before. When's it set? What is its time period? Because I definitely didn't think it was medieval fantasy by any
No,
means.
it's definitely not medieval. It's like, it's modern, but it's like 1800s modern.
Okay. Great. Right, so like Alloy of Law setting, maybe?
Yeah.
Westernish,
Mm-hmm.
kind of?
I try not to picture it as a Western, but it probably is a Western.
All right.
Yep. So I'm almost 3/4 of the way. And basically, so the only complaint I have about these books, which is really my complaint about a lot of like
Books.
high action and maybe books, okay, is you either know all the plans and you know exactly what everyone's assigned to do, and all those plans go to crap and something messes up every single plan, or you don't know the plan and you're surprised and it all works out perfectly. Like, that's kind of getting annoying, but I don't know. Overall, I don't know. When I was at the bookstore a couple weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
I overheard someone talking about this series and said that this book should never have been written and it should have been a standalone, the first one, and this ruined the whole series. I disagree with that. I think I'm enjoying this one more. I don't know. It's a good series.
Interesting. Well, I'm excited to give it a read eventually here. Six of Crows wasn't my favorite, so I'm curious to see if this is better. It's not like Six of Crows was bad. I just think the implementation is better in other books.
Yes.
It's
It's because this is a lot more YA than what you normally read.
Yeah, that's probably true. Which is maybe why you get that so formulaic of here's the plan, oh no, it doesn't work, or I don't clue you into the plan, and then you're surprised. To be fair though, if they have a plan and it just worked out, that doesn't seem like a very fun book.
I know.
But no, it's just me.
It just gets old, I guess.
You're right. It's formulaic. It's true. That's why people don't sometimes like those. But there's also an entire genre, heist books, right? Heist movies. People like it.
You're right.
Yep, we love it when a plan comes together. I don't know what the quote's from, but it's from something. So mine is probably way more boring for most people. It's the Autobiography of Andrew Carnegie. So for those of you who don't know who Andrew Carnegie is, he was the world's richest man at one point. Was incredibly wealthy by buying up a bunch of different steel manufacturers and creating a steel empire. This was kind of right before Rockefeller ended up overtaking him for the richest man. But the reason Carnegie is interesting is he started the whole philanthropic movement of this idea of I have a lot of money, so I should give it away to do things. And so things like Carnegie Hall, Carnegie Mellon University, trying to think of other Carnegie things, lots of things that he gave lots of his money to. And so it's really interesting to listen to the story of this man who becomes incredibly wealthy but has this desire to give his money away. And it's an interesting story so far. I'm about halfway through it, and it's interesting to just hear his rudimentary upbringing, so to speak. Like, you have these people that achieve this fame and notoriety and success, and you think they have these kind of special things, and like he worked as the guy that kept track of when trains should run and scheduled them. You would love that job.
I would love that job.
Anyways, like, that was his job. He was great at it, and young, got put in charge of a bunch of things, but in his mid-20s, and started investing, and it was really the investments in things that gave him his wealth, kind of long term. So just an interesting to hear somebody, kind of a rags to riches story, in the grandest type of thing. Also, an interesting to hear of his immigration story, right? So they were from Germany, and immigrated over. No, sorry, not Germany, from Ireland, and immigrated over. And so it was an interesting story to hear that, and his parents and them struggling, and him getting a job at 12, and his brothers all to try and help the family. And it's just this interesting story, knowing that eventually he's going to be the world's richest man. Fascinating of them not hardly having any money, and they would all work and give all the money to the mom, and the mom would take care of everything. And he once got a $4 raise, so from $12 to $16.
It's a big raise.
That's a month, and he kept the $4, gave the 12 to his mom, and then kept the $4. And then the day or two later, the guilt just ate at him, and he went back and gave the money and explained what had happened, and just an interesting
that's cute
story of how that evolved. Anyways,
what's the time frame of this?
So this would have been I'm looking like mid 1800s. So this is, I believe, for the most part, pre-Civil War. So he's going to become the world's wealthiest man, and it's going to end up being in like the turn of the century, late 1800s, then early 1900s. J.P. Morgan and Rockefeller all are incredibly rich at the same time, and are kind of the three larger-than-life business tycoons in this time period. So definitely an interesting situation, and an interesting book.
Yeah, I probably will never read it.
Sorry, I just bored like half of our listeners.
Yeah, they just all unsubscribed.
Actually, wait a minute. Aaron and I just bored both of our listeners. And I guess watchers? I don't know what these are called. Anyways, if you're not one of those people, like and subscribe for more awesome mid-book reviews. I promise most of them aren't non-fiction books.
Yeah. We tend to stick in fantasy.
Most of the time. Kind of go outside of it occasionally, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. But yeah, like and subscribe, and check out our other videos.
See you later.
Bye.